My name is Felicia Shannon-Ticola. I'm a wedding and event designer. My company's name is Glamorous Affairs, and we truly live by the reputation of planning glamorous weddings. Well, I've been planning weddings for quite some time. It started out when I was much younger, doing it privately for family and friends. So I've been in the industry itself for a good 7 years. Well, I think first and foremost, it's good for a bride to really see what she needs and wants prior to even contacting any of her vendors, as well as getting assistance from a wedding planner or day of coordinator. Once she really sees what that is, her next step would be to contact someone like myself. And I always suggest to interview a few people because we're all different, we all have different personalities, and I know for myself, my forte is dealing with friends and family and mothers of the brides. We do get quite close and emotionally attached. Well, the first thing is to decide whether or not a wedding planner is in their budget. If they can't afford to hire a planner, that would be the best bet, because we have different avenues and ways to assist them in getting great deals on different venues. A lot of times they'll go to 9 different halls or castles or mansions, and they feel like they're getting nowhere. Maybe it's not what they thought it would be, and they'll call someone like myself and we'll nail it in a heartbeat. So really understanding that aspect of it is very important, because I think the venue plays a large role. It's the setting, whether it's on the water, if it's in the country, the Hamptons, the city, away in Cabo, you name it, we're here to find what it is that they're looking for and to stay in their budget as well, and that's very important. I have the privilege of being recommended at Oheka Castle, which is a gorgeous private estate venue that most girls would dream about having their wedding. But the fabulous thing about there is that I'm actually recommended and have the ability to work with a lot of their brides. One of my suggestions to a bride would be to actually contact a planner prior to booking a venue, so we can go venue shopping together. And it makes it really fun. They're able to ask me all the questions about that particular venue. I can make suggestions as to where they might want to have their wedding, and it does save a lot of time, as well as working with all these various venues, knowing what their budget is. They won't fall in love with something they can't have, but they'll fall in love with something they never thought they could. Well, they can't always afford a planner, but planners will make it affordable for them. So upon finding out what their budget really is, we can definitely, I myself, make myself available to every client, whether it's a $30,000 budget or $1 million budget. Regardless, every girl, every bride should have someone helping them for their special day. What sets Glamorous Affairs and Felicia myself apart is that I really have a good sense of style. But what I like to do is really spend time and efforts in designing certain aspects or wow factors for the client that their guests will actually enjoy and remember, that will photograph and videograph beautifully. Entertainment is very important. I think, a bride's guest should really have a great time dancing on the dance floor. Different music that we can suggest, or linens that might pop with the right flowers, maybe creating a certain elegant look with neutral florals and a little more edgy type of a linen. Thinking out of the box. That really is the key, to think out of the box and be creative. I have to say I'm very privileged to have a future wedding at Oheka Castle where I'm recommended. We have quite a few television crews coming to film. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous. I'm also planning another wedding at the lovely Oheka for October of 2011, which is a very different style, Renaissance, Phantom of the Opera. So it's going to be pretty ornate, and I'm very excited to share pictures once the wedding does come into fruition. But a wedding that I did plan recently that really sets apart from others was one out east on Montauk Point. I think it was a really nice setting. It was a bride from Michigan, where I actually planned her wedding from New York here, and her family lives in Michigan. So I thought we really connected well together. The pictures are gorgeous. They're on my website. I'd love to share them with everyone. Feel free to take a look at them. But we had a lot of different key things like designer starfish, the linens. We had different vases in different colors, very unique florals from all around the world. So it's pretty neat. The great thing is I have a lot of samples and swatches. We do custom invitations that are absolutely gorgeous. I like to really use different papers from all around the world, different linens from the Middle East, from China. So bringing in all these different things that maybe a bride or their families or guests haven't seen throws a little bit of a different twist on the wedding. Glamorous Affairs is located in Manhattan as well as the East End of Long Island. But the fabulous thing about us is that I actually personally will come to each and every client to their homes if that is a request. And feel free to come visit me at any location or I'll come see you. Well, I welcome every bride to contact Glamorous Affairs. We love working with all the girls affiliated with LIWeddings, which is an absolutely amazing website. I know it provides a lot of information for brides and a lot of different vendors that LIWeddings do recommend, who I work with on a regular basis as well. And it's a great forum to really go on and get advice. And I'm very happy and pleased to be a part of the LIWedding family and to be recommended by them as well. And happy planning, and I hope you call Glamorous Affairs.